Cyberpunk 2077 consumes you. The most impressive thing about this game is its world that its developer CD Projekt Red has created here, and the feeling that this world invokes in you when all is said and done. Hello guys, it's Lul Gaming over here, talking a bit about recently everyone's favorite game, Cyberpunk 2077. Just looking a little at its open world story, soundtrack, gameplay, and mission design, and the combat, my favorite part. The combat and the gunplay, my favorite part especially. Don't worry, there are no spoilers here, as I really want others to play it. And if even I can make somehow just like one person play this game after this video, that would just be great. And like the one final request, like before this video actually starts, like please watch this full video and please like this video and share it and subscribe to my channel. Do all those things. It will really help me, Please help this channel grow. I'm really trying to make it to the 100 subscriber mark. Any help to reach it would be a great help to me, directly to me. And now, without any delay, back to the game, Cyberpunk 2077. I think objectively, everyone can agree that this is a very beautiful world here, one for the ages, and can be counted among one of the greatest, one of the greats in the open world genre. And I remember the broken lone state of this game, but even back then, it always has that, this world. I just know it because I played the whole game first on an older generation console, like on PS4. I played it there first, and I loved it there, and I was completely blown away by the game, even with its first version. And I always thought like how the game would look at its maximum settings, or on the next generation console PS5. Like I finally pulled together a PC, like a budget PC, to like really run this game on like at the maximum settings possible. And here it is running, like it's just jaw-dropping. Truly a wonder and truly an achievement. And don't mind the frames, I just recorded a few clips for the PC. Most of it is recorded with the on PS5, but there are few recordings here with the PC, And I recorded with Bandicam, and I'm not really good with the PC recording. I don't really know how it works. I recorded it with Bandicam, and it really drops the FPS by about 10. Other than that, it works. It works around 30 to 40 FPS, and I'm fine with it. I have no problem with it, as it's a single-player open-world RPG game, so it's fine. It's not like some skill-based action game or some other FPS game that I need to run at 60 or 120 or 240 FPS. Plus, I have no problem with it. I played games on very lower FPS, like on PS3, and it was really
custom
bad.
Made,
anyway, here's my
highly persuasive
favorite
tool.
part of this game: the combat. And just look at it. Like you can do some really crazy things in this game. My favorite part, it's not what others people love so much about this game. Usually people love its world, the vibe, the atmosphere, and the characters, and the soundtrack. And just like everyone else, I love those things too. But it's the combat, and the absolute cyber psychosis that comes with it, And I'm sorry, I have no recorded footage of the actual cyber psycho perk here, but I have a combat recorded here that looks very similar to it. And man, this combat, it really consumes you, It's the one thing in this game that I've mostly enjoyed a lot after completing so many playthroughs. I've completed about this game about 5 or 6 times, but I still enjoy the combat. I just log into this game, open up and mess around in the open world and just start shooting, and the police shows up and I just shoot them. That's how good it feels to me. But for now, let's just leave the combat behind for now. I'll get into the details at a later time. But for now, let's look into the open world and the everything else in this game. There are so many things that you can do in this world, you know. People say that you can't interact with it, and I just don't understand that criticism. Like, come on, you can just enter the metro. Yes, you can do that in other video games too, but you can do that here too now. Now, at least with the updates, you know. And you can play.
Next stop.
Like just look at this. You can even play the, you know, it all looks beautiful. You can look around the night city. I really like the nighttime in here, you know. I mostly played this, recorded the footage with the nighttime. You can play these made up retro games in the coin cabinet game machines. And there are so much details in this world for you to like come across. From little stories or notepads that you can read off from the dead NPCs to find some new info on a scene that you just stumbled upon. Like there are so many details. Like developers actually really put a lot of love in this, but you have to play it. You play it and you know, you sense that and you understand it. Like developers actually cared, really cared for this, you know, for this project that they were working on. Like there's so much lore, crazy lore behind that you can get completely lost in it, you know. It just really hooks you up. I'm not sure like all this crazy lore was in like in the original tabletop game that this Cyberpunk game was inspired by, or like just the CDPR like just expanded or expanded on this lore and made all of it by themselves. If they did that, and I think that it's just crazy, you know. It really immerses you, you know. That's the right word. Everyone uses that word for this game, but I think it really perfectly like describes this whole experience, you know. You just drive around in these hyper super cars to soak it all in. The radio license soundtrack is so full of all these banger songs, you know, to hype you up or really set the mood, just right mood for a drive during the night time. The soundtrack in general for this game provides the right ambience when you're going through a creepy mysterious area or when you enter a combat section. The soundtrack really gives you a crazy boost, you know. You have to listen at least some of the combat themes from this game, you know. You'll really love it. Like here's me just like slowing down time with the Sandevistan system and hijacking the car that was going at a very high speed, you know. Like it's the anime, you know, like in the Edge Runners. And I actually got in this game after watching the anime when it first came out. Truly cool, I think. If you see a car and that looks cool to you and you're on foot and the car's speeding up, you can just slow down time with the, you know, like it's Zabarud or something, and just get into that car. Pretty cool if you ask me, you know. I did so many other cool things like just with the Sandevistan, with the cyber deck. I removed the cyber deck, you know, other quick hacks, just so I can slow down the time, you know. I didn't not only use in the combat, but also out there in the open world, like in a very unconventional ways. I haven't recorded much of it, but I really used it in very weird ways. Here's me just like, you know, like notice all this. This one is like recorded on the PC. Notice all this ray tracing, you know. Yeah, frames are not like the best, but man, it looks beautiful. It's just, you truly just really soak it in and drive as slow or slowly walk the streets, and it all looks cool. There are a lot of details in this. I can't really describe it any other way. Like here's me just role playing as the female V, like some kind of model at just some like random district of the night city. Like look how authentic it feels, you know. Like it looks great. I also can decide like which V I actually prefer, either the male V or the female V. I like them both. Like I've had many playthroughs of this game, but I can't really decide which one. I like Male V a little more, but they both are good. They both bring a very different experience with their tone and really changing the scene, you know. Honestly, my first ever PS4 playthrough was with the Male V. Male V brings this kind of energy, like he's already been through a lot and knows how it all works, and he's seen some stuff, you know. Nothing wild like surprises him anymore. He's tired and burned out from everything, but still like pushes through. He remains very chill and level-headed, but he can also like scare you. Like his threats really feel like threats, you know. But in like rare scenes when the Male V like actually breaks it, it hits hard, you know. It just really hits you. And female V also sounds chill, but also someone I could be really good friends with. But some of her dialogue options are also very sassy, you know. But she also sounds like she really wants the out of the city situation she's in by whatever means necessary. She sounds very desperate, like almost like she's pleading. But whereas the Male V is he's just like, yeah, I've done that before, no big deal. Two very different flavors, I think, but both very good.
What is?
Like Male V's reaction with Johnny Silverhand sounds like a friend you made along the way, but ends up becoming very
So
good
let's
friends with.
get you back to safety.
Later down the time,
Garage.
later down the time,
Great stuff.
you basically feel like a brothers, you know. With Male V, kinda like a part of each other, you know. Like you're the same, both Johnny and you. And yeah, I'm sorry for the spoiler. Johnny Silverhand is in the game. I think everyone knows that. It's a construct in your head. But I think everyone with the faintest idea of this game already knows about that. So I'm sorry about that spoiler. I don't even think that's a spoiler, you know. And female V sounds like they're siblings, both bicker about each other throughout the game in a very endearing way, unless you become very hostile towards Johnny, you know, either as male or female V. It's a very beautiful relationship that you should build throughout the game, besides what you build with the other characters, that you get into an actual relationship with, you know. Johnny is a part of you, and it's good for both of you to be on the same side, you know. Johnny keeps popping up throughout the night city and the other parts of the open world to give his thoughts on a point of interest, and you could chat him up there, you know. Other than that, you really find some really unique side missions to really flesh out this city, this world, Night City, and brings the life in this city, you know, Night City. Initially, when the game came out, I heard the criticism about it, that the world and the side quests were boring and copy pasted all over, like it was like in every other game, like it was boring like every other game, you know. I can't remember where I heard it, but that's what I heard about this Cyberpunk. It's just like any other boring open world game, and that was disappointing to me when I heard it. Because I expected a lot from the Cyberpunk in this category, based on how good the side quest and the main quest were in Witcher 3. Even though I personally don't like Witcher 3, but even I can acknowledge that the quality of the, you know, side missions and the main missions in that game were really good. And guess what? Just like Witcher 3, Cyberpunk also has some really good deep side quests. It's crazy how deep some of them really are, and you can really miss these side quests completely, and it just blows your mind that some people actually missed it. Other than that, now the added map section in the Phantom Liberty, the Dogtown Phantom Liberty DLC in the Dogtown district that comes with it, it's very distinct and different from the main base game. You know, Night City, it's just very different. It's nothing much bigger, but some parts in it are super detailed. You know, the market in the stadium and many other parts. It's a very compact and dense place, you know, in Dogtown. Aesthetically, it really fits with the Night City, but at the same time, it's just such a unique little different thing, you know. It really gave me a Mad Max vibe for some reason, even with its neon signs. Maybe it was because of the sand scattered around the dog town for some reason, or the buildings that are destroyed and collapsed on the ground. It's just something definitely worth experiencing if you completed the main game and missed out on the DLC. I just really love like driving around this whole world, along within the dog town too. The car selection is so good, some really exotic, luxurious cars, supercars, high-end racing sports cars, and cars fitted with insane weapons that feels like, they're fitted with those weapons like in a very like half-assedly way, in a very half-assed way, like with duct tapes. But maybe that's what gives these cars the Mad Max vibes for, like and you can screw around in these cars and shoot everyone. You have bikes, plus the handling is really good in some cars and bikes, that's really good. It's not same throughout all the vehicles, so you have to pay attention. I like that it's like different in every vehicle. It's loose and really tight in some in different vehicles, and it feels really good. You have to master it, I even like the handling before all the updates, that overhauled this game, I liked it on the PS4 version, and now with all the updates and after the 2.0 update, I really like it even more. Some like really appropriate weight and really good sound design, and that roar of the engine. It really makes me drive around a lot and really makes me want to, get a feel for every inch of this city, Now enough with the world, just details, Everyone loved this, and I think I've said enough. Like even the starting area of this game, the prologue area. You just look around the car interiors and it's so detailed. And that prologue area is also like very detailed. You don't even have to like unlock the whole world. And you'll be impressed how good it all looks, But I think enough with the open world. Like I said before, everyone loves it, and I think I've said enough praises for it. Now, now on to the story, just a little bit, no spoilers, nothing like that. Story and the characters. And I'll be straight up front. I love this story, and the characters in it. Phantom Liberty provides a very different flavor from the base game, but still set in the futuristic dystopian setting, where every corporation is out to get you and you're doing everything just to push through. It's just a desperate story of survival, and you make some really good relations along the way. Everything can be, can be related to, can be related back to everything in this game. Every issue can relate back to these mega corporations really screwing you over, screwing these mega corps, screwing over the general public and you applies to the Phantom Liberty DLC as well, just a very different setting with very different characters. Like some characters in this DLC are so grimy. Like even when they're acting nice, it feels like you shouldn't trust them. Like Solomon Reed walk around with so much aura, you already know he's just holding back and not telling you the full story. And other characters do the same thing, So be careful. So be careful with these characters, But I like it, Like there are some choices in this DLC that really made me stop and just think about what I was going to choose. It made me stop for about like 3, 4 or 5 minutes, and I really paused the game for about 5 minutes to just really give it a thought about what I'm going to choose and how the story will like proceed further.
Ruthless at that.
That's how tense it gets in the DLC. And even with the main conflict, the main story, the Johnny Silverhand situation, you get to play with him in some of the flashback sequences, and it's just great.
Arasaka wants her. Abduction was
You really
standard
have to see
intercorp
it,
extraction. Nothing more.
I treated everyone like trash to really live up to the rumors about him and his reputation about him, I treated everyone like complete trash only to only to give him a second chance to, like, just look at this, like, intro, this sequence. It's very good. I'll not play it here because I think it's very good and you should experience it yourself. But what was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about how shitty he is as a person. Even though he's a complete asshole, and I treated like everyone like like they're worthless, like they don't matter. But I give him a second chance, to maybe make things right, like a half a century later through V and make some amends, and maybe still get the Arasaka bastards. Just have him like feel some kind of satisfaction by beating Arasaka for once at least, and also just making think, is it really worth it all? Like, that's the type of empty feeling that this game leaves you with, and it's designed to be that way. People like criticize for the Phantom Liberty DLC and its characters, like you can be friends with them. They are also like you can't trust them, but I like that. These are like government officials, so like they're spy people, spy thriller. You can't just like believe a spy, whatever they're saying. And this game perfectly like conveyed that
Plus,
feeling.
Johnny's out.
And
Never
it's
thought
just,
I'd say I missed the bastard.
I really like this story.
Damn well
There's
did.
so much detail, there are crazy, like, the lore in this game is crazy. Like, there are
How about
some,
you tell me what
I'll
happened
throw
with
some
Henry?
crazy words here, like, black hole. That word is like, I keep thinking about,
History.
the story behind
Falling
it.
into all sorts of
Black
crap
hole,
that I have to
Mr.
dig
Blue
about.
Eyes.
Got tired of getting your hands
stay
dirty
awake
all
at
the time.
night and think about these
All
things.
wrong.
Sometimes open the
Managed to get
YouTube
a
app
gig
to
with
like
a decent band.
dig more into this like topics to understand this world a bit more. Like, this is it's great. I really loved it. I can't say it any other way. And now one last time, to survive in the night city, you have to fight tooth and nail and put your all into it, and you still wouldn't make it. I'll talk about the combat in detail here now. I'm sorry for that. The combat detail. Like, just look at this, It's not like to survive, actually, because as you're kind of the one who is absolutely blasting everyone who is coming at you. Like, you're totally consumed with the chaos and bloodshed here. It's a little too much. Like Cyber Psychosis truly gets to you. I know that the Doom Eternal is like the best FPS on PC, but like in my personal opinion, I would like to actually put Cyberpunk next to it. And it's not even a direct traditional it's not even like an actual traditional first-person shooter game. It's a heavily narrative-based, like narrative-focused RPG open-world game with too many choices. Like, if you're on the 5th or the 6th playthrough, like me, like it becomes boring to shit through all the walkie-talkie dialogue sections. You like slowly walk through with the NPCs and they walk and talk, and it's kind of boring. Like, you've already seen the good dialogues or the like visually how good this game looks. With the visual splendor that would usually amaze you when you go through it, like for the first 2 playthroughs. I'm sorry, I'll complain about the mission design here a little. It's good that the first time that you talk to the characters, you really like. There's not much combat where you can really express yourself as the type of mercenary you want to be in the night city. Like, some initial missions in this game involves you like driving through to a point through this really detailed city, man. It will still amaze you. How beautiful it looks. And then just like sit and talk. All you do is sit and talk at the about the 10, 12 or the 15-hour mark. But still, you really love about the first or the second playthrough. You feel great, But it becomes very exhausting when you're doing that boring stuff for your 5th or the 6th playthrough. Getting to the satisfying shooty stuff, it takes a long time. But once you've reached it, there's nothing but endless amount of fun for you to like reload a save point and play an encounter completely different with such a wide crazy range of weapons. The weaponless games are absolutely mental. Like you have to go through the 10 hours of prologue to fully unlock the night city, to explore some of the missions in the act 1, where you can like really unlock some like really crazy details or perks to make the most mental gonk be possible in this universe. But yeah, you really have to slog through about like 10 to the 8 hours 8 to the 10 hours of the content to get to the fun point on every repeat playthrough once you played a lot of this game. And sadly there's like no still new game plus, but like CD Project Red is like still releasing new updates for this game, like the 2.3 update just came out recently, like new content, new cars in that update. Sadly there's like no visible like cyberware for your arms or your legs, or like no new game plus, like even though it's like the one thing that all of us are like very demanding from a very long time, but we're still not getting. I think we'll get like just one more update with those things, and it will be great, but it's still crazy, like this new content update for a game that is like 5 years old single player game, and it's still getting new content. It's truly mental. I loved it. I know about the launch controversy and everything with the CDPR, but I love this game a lot and right now. And I'm sorry my tongue is slipping a lot. I have not slept like throughout this whole day, and there's like really no script to. I'm just speaking my mind here. But just one more thing, just like few mods to like change your hands or legs in any visible way, with those chromed out arms, like that would be really cool. It would really add, like the way you can, like the Maelstrom gang, you can make your character look like a complete cyber psycho. I'm once again like sorry, there's no actual cyber psycho perk here, where the screen is going completely mental with all the filters and V's laughing and screaming like a maniac. It's so cool, it's you become really cool in this game. It's so cool to be able to fight and actually survive max stack like that. I'm so glad that it's in the game, but sadly I don't have that footage. But hey, I'm jumping around and shooting and slicing everyone here, and I think it's kind of a good representation of the Cyber Psycho experience. Like, come on, there are some moments where NPCs shit their pants to choose the right dialogue when talking to them. Because at the later point in the story, like, B is probably the most powerful in this like universe. There are so many build varieties in this game, so many builds that you can go for. You can go for the crazy national build and become the biggest hacker and absolutely overload and fry your enemies with all the quick hacks. It's too overpowered. You can do that all that from the far away, and all while walking on the enemies. And it looks cool. You're just walking and everyone's getting blasted just randomly with your quick hacks. Just so cool, Just pull up your RAM and cybertech system with some of the perks and wreck everywhere. Personally, I don't like it. Even after my 5th or 6th playthrough, I still haven't gone and done a proper playthrough with a netrunner build. As you have to kind of pause the game to get the quick hack menu and get the most out of the game, like that. And yeah, on PC, like you can use the mod and avoid that, but that makes it even more easy. You can go like the full stealth build, but personally I prefer going with all the guns out, all my mantis blades or my mono wire, and with all the guns I have, every single time I just like to go all out, Man, the gunplay, the gunplay and the gun in this game are really good. All the little things that you can do to mix it all up, it just feels right. You have so many different types of guns, pistol and SMGs, assault rifles, LMGs, heavy guns, shotguns, smart guns, snipers, weapons with that can ricochet off the ground floor, all the walls, and some really special weapons in the base game and the Phantom Liberty that I'm missing here, but I've used them. Every inspect animation, the reload animation, they're so detailed and smooth. It feels good to see them every single time. The sound effects of reloading and shooting, the feedback that you feel with the recoil, I think this is perfect. No one can really fault them in this category. I always have Johnny's Melorian hand cannon in my loadout as I change other weapons along with it, but never replace it. It just feels like right. Reloading and every other animation with that weapon and sound that this weapon creates is so good. It feels like you're like blasting everyone at the point blank range, like truly with a hand cannon. I think they absolutely nailed this one aspect. There are a plethora of melee weapons too. You point in your you put points in your body stacks and you can slam down your hammer or the metal based wardpad and crush everyone beneath you. Even crazy, you can do it with your hands. Then you can equip your same hands with the Mandy's blades and start cutting everyone up. Like your Hulk at the same time and at the same time like Wolverine too. You put points in the reflex stat and you can use your perk points to just dash around, just fly around and block the bullets and deflect those back at the enemy. With your katana, with your katana out, you can basically act like a cyborg ninja and do even more crazy shit. I just really like deflecting bullets in this. You can unlock the execution for all these melee weapons and your all gorilla arms and just the normal arms. Even with your normal arms, once you put enough points in the body set and you can go full cyber psycho even with the modern arms, like normal arms. There are so many animations for these, it's crazy. I would suggest that it would even be more crazy and amazing that if there were gun executions in this game. You put your pistol to NPC's head or torso and completely blast off that part from their body. You use your shotgun to completely blast enemies when you point at their chest or in their mouth or something. With charging weapons you put in their mouth and they get afraid. You see it on their face. You charge up your shotgun and you blast the legs of the enemies. Like you have Keanu Reeves in the game. You just go full John Wick. Like just one more update and something like that. That would be really sick. But I hope they added in some DLC. That it's like wishful thinking. Like it would be like icing on this beautiful, delicious, bloody cake. And if it's not here, maybe add that in the sequel. I'd be available for day one. I'd be available for the sequel on the day one just to buy it. I know CDPR would not mess it up again the next time. And for the last time, once again, I'll wrap it up here quickly. I've said enough. The video is very long already. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day, everyone. And please like this video and subscribe onto the channel. It would really help me a lot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and play the PC version, maybe with all the crazy modes. Who knows? I might even play the next playthrough with the Netrunner build, with some that weapon that uploads the quick hacks, black hole quick hack. That would be great.